Landria here. Today we're going to connect to the higher power. I'm going to explain what it is, how to connect to it, why you feel like you're not connecting to it. And once you understand how this all works, this could blow your mind. Are you ready to go there? You're going to love this. Let's get started right now. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears and live an amazing life. Break through fear, your spiritual butt kick. We're going to have one today. Now, if you read my book, thank you. And I hope you will go to Amazon and give me a review, because it is literally the last spiritual book you'll ever have to read. People have read it several times, and we're going to do that today. We're going to go into that today. Into what? What you are. Why do I say spiritual butt kick? Because I want you to know that snap out of it. You really are powerful. You are everything. There's no one above or below you. We are equal energy fields playing out different roles. It appears to be higher or lower or smarter or more enlightened. And that's just an illusion. What you're seeing is the actual core essence of every single person, let's just talk people right now, that have fewer veils of the illusion. That's you. You are that same core, perfect light being that is everything and connected to everything. It cannot be anything less. There's nothing that's separate. If it was separate, standing alone, that would be insane, right? Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It just transforms. So it's not transforming as one thing. It is one thing, transforming as seemingly individual things, all right? It's one energy field, and it's beyond what we can imagine. It's not encompassed in anything. It's beyond. It's infinity. Let's not go there, because that's a little too mind-blowing. I'm going to talk about this energy field here. So in order, somebody says, no, in comments, rightly so, why would we do this? Well, I do explain it in the book. And right now it probably doesn't make sense, but when you are outside of the pain and density of this experience, it makes perfect sense, because you can't possibly imagine feeling what we do when we come here, because you're in a perfect place. It's like never seen red, and you can't even imagine what red looks like. And then you say, how tough could it be? And then you see red and you say, ooh, harsh color. I didn't know it was going to be that. We're seeing red. We're knowing darkness. What's darkness? What is everything that I can be? Darkness is that. Okay, we're going to talk about, I'm going to go a little more in depth in this, so hang with me, because I'm actually going to take us on a little bit of a journey today. This channel, this particular channel, I have another one, Tools to Manifest Anything, that gives you step-by-step ways to manifest and do all kinds of stuff. I'll have that up here somewhere. It's going to pop up a suggestion at the end of the video. Free videos, free training here, and some other things you can sign up for. But this channel in particular is going to help you deal with what's going on out there, because we do think of ourselves as separate. We are not. So when you realize that's another form of the one energy field playing something out, it cannot be wrong. But we go in such density and veils, we separate ourselves greater and greater when we go into density and ego, so we feel that everything is something so different, separate, right, wrong, and we start to judge, and we stay in that basement, that stinking, rotten basement down there. That's an experience in itself. And when you go to the penthouse, when you go into a hotel, you know the difference between a penthouse and a regular room. Why do you choose a penthouse? It's amazing. Do you get to go there very often? I don't know, if you got a few bucks, sure. This is no different. My father has many mansions, means there are endless experiences. Earth, these planets, these energy fields, these experiences, things that we can't even imagine. that aren't even in bodies. This is the densest form of the energy field. It's one of the densest. Look at a rock. Another energy form that's alive. Everything is intelligent. Everything is intelligent. Not a thinking mind analyzing like we do. That's one form of it. So I want to talk today about how you tap into that higher self, that higher being, and what that means. We refer to our higher self as something that's separate. Now, if you know me, and you watch my videos, you know that I don't believe in law of attraction. It's been presented as a law. Whoever made that, you'll never find the source of that. It was a term coined over 100 years ago or more. Before we knew what quantum physics was, it appeared that things came to us, but they don't. They don't actually come to us. As we know, when we observe something, the wave, the probability, turns into a particle. You guys watching David Icke? Oh, entertainment. You're still giving it attention. That wave turned into a particle, and you reinforce the very thing you focus on. No matter what you think about it, you're engaged in it. Be careful with that. We're going to discuss that right now. You are that. All right? You are that energy field that's creating everything. What we're getting to experience is the individual, seemingly individual choices of a person, a separate entity. So we're getting to experience what that is. But you are always the one energy field. That's why you're that powerful, because you don't lose it. You are it. So when I look at something, and whatever thought or belief I have about it, I'm creating. I get that choice. That's free will. That's the free will. Free will is the ability to choose. Everything's a choice. Everything's a choice. Sadness is a choice. Anxiety is a choice. Because there's always another choice. And you can make it. Not all of them are easy. We're in density. They're not easy. It wasn't meant to be easy here. You have choice at all times because you are the very power that is the other thing that you observe, you see, you believe, and therefore you create it. So if you're the very power, all you're doing is experiencing individuality and you entangle with it, and therefore you create that reality for you. We get to know what it's like to have separate realities. That's part of the experience. No one reality is the same for everybody. None of us live in the same reality. I'm seeing the world every day different to you. I'm looking at things different. I have a different physical environment. I have different experiences and thoughts and beliefs and all the things that have accumulated. This is intentional to know this within this. What is it like? So I tell you guys, your greatest tormentors are your best teachers. Yeah, but they aren't anything. They are your best teachers. We discount them. Well, if they were more enlightened, I'm like, really? What's going on here if you're saying that? Maybe you need to be more enlightened, because if you were, you'd see them totally different. And you realize, I signed up for this, and that's not right in the higher frequency world. But if I explain to you what a higher frequency world is, you had never known a lower frequency world, you'd say, what are you talking about? Anger? You wouldn't even know what anger was because you've never experienced it. Does it start to make sense? You wouldn't know what it's like to hate. And now we know what love is. Oh, now I know what love is. Wow, it's much more powerful. That's all we're doing. Now, we as humans, we feel threatened by that because it feels really bad in a physical world. That's real feelings in a real illusion experience. You're in it. It's not who you are, and I can tell you all day that you're eternal, but it's not going to take away the pain of loss or, the fear and things that you have. Now, this is why I say breakthrough fear. We're going to talk about that right now. You don't get rid of these things. You came here to experience pain and loss and anger. We want to know it. You're an information gatherer. So you is all of this, now knows that. Okay? So it starts to recalculate. So the matrix is an experience that we signed up for. It's not some prison or program or somebody sitting there going, oh, it's evil. It's none of those things. If you believe that, okay, you're going to live in that world. It's not a pleasant one. The Matrix is let's test ourselves and experience this. Let's know that. Can we do it? Oh yeah, piece of cake. And you get here and you go, whoa, we had to forget, because if you really knew what you were stepping into it, you'd never get the challenges. You never get a chance to be angry or greedy or hateful. You'd never get a chance to do that, because you'd be in such a high frequency, you'd be, why bother coming here? We came here to experience that and to regain our consciousness again. We came into unconsciousness, all right? So breakthrough fear means I'm not trying to eliminate it. If I break through it, I control it now. Now I know what it is. It's an illusion that I get to experience, that somehow I'm threatened. But I know when I go into consciousness, that's impossible. But I get to play it out. You're in a play. You're on there crying, and you know it's not real. I'm the character, and you know it's not real, but you want to do your best possible acting performance, right? Yeah, we want the award. That's what you're doing right here. Play it out well, my friend. Be the person who rises above in the most difficult situation. Be the person who doesn't take the side, or doesn't contribute to conflict, or doesn't argue, because you realize I'm arguing with myself over there. It's just another perception of our situation. It's neither right nor wrong, because those people who you think are wrong believe just as strongly that you're wrong, and it gets insane, and you're just scrambling in the basement, and there's no light down there. As enlightened beings, you have an opportunity to shine light on others without judgment. And when you do that, they are connected to you. Therefore, they feel everything. All right? So those of you who say you're empaths and you're feeling these energies and all, I said, why are you feeling the negative stuff? Because there's some really damn great stuff going on out there. A lot. You just don't hear about it, because a dense world that controls through money and all these other things and uses it in a negative way will not want you to see that. But you're looking at it. You're watching the channels telling you that, don't go to the light. It's they're going to fool you. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard. That's my opinion. You can believe it. Light is light. There's no artificial light. Light is light. If people are spewing fear and getting you to separate yourself from good and bad, it's still basement thinking. My father has many mansions, and we're in one, and there is a penthouse, and you can live in it even with a basement that exists there. So the basement doesn't go away. I want you to know that. Nothing goes away out there, because people will still choose to be in the basement. All right, so that matrix we live in is your choice to be here. And reach out your hand. I'm here if you want, but allowing them to live down there if they want to. It is not wrong. It's painful. It's painful up here sometimes too. It's not always easy to know this, because you know that pain is real to them. You know, though, that when we transition, that doesn't exist. Be careful what you believe. You take that with you, and you will experience some of those things on the other side. There's no side, but outside of your bodies, you will experience. So if you believe that you're going to hell in a handbasket, you may experience it for a period of time, because you are a creator. It's not God doing it to you. You're creating it. So if you believe it, that's it. You take it with you. But light always supersedes that. So you don't have to worry. You're never going to be stuck anywhere. There's no such thing. Soul catcher. Please. I mean, come on. You are all powerful, loving, unconditionally loved. Now I want to tell you one other thing. We're gonna take it a little further. You might have a tough time with this one. Illusion doesn't stop here on planet Earth. It continues on. There are levels of this. So think of a pyramid. The more you're down here, Earth is one of these, the more illusions there are. Angels are illusions. We create angels. They're here. We create separate entities. That's always illusion. Anything that appears as separate is illusion. And then there are etheric beings that have no bodies. Then there are the more powerful ones. And that's their illusion to oversee the galaxies, powers. And then there's those illusions over those powers. It's never ending. It's fun. You get to, Pac-Man, make your way up to the leaderboard. More illusions. Until which time it's so perfect, it gets bored again with itself and wants to explore. It's never-ending creative. And I'm giving the power of the universe, the source, emotional, names. That doesn't exist either. There are no names or labels anywhere. So-and-so told me this, so-and-so told me this, and so-and-so. What do you think? It's anything you want it to be. This planet, this existence, everything's what you want it to be. And when you understand the challenges that come in, you realize it's part of what you came here for, so don't avoid them. But they don't have to be painful anymore, all right? That higher self isn't a separate thing from you. It's right here. You remove the veils, and it's here. And you realize, I'm holding the power. Now remember something. It's going to feel separate because you're in a dense body and you're playing that out. You don't get out of this. You signed up for it, so you got to play it out. I want to stop being a human. I'm going to be the etheric being. You already are. You never lost it. All right? You put the cloak on, and now we're peeling it away and saying, okay, I am absolutely perfect, all-powerful creator, and the creation, and the intelligence that animates everything. I am that. Not me, Landria. I am looking at you. I am is there and there and there. It's all working together. So I get to play out this individual role and the things you can do with it. I take on challenges. Okay, now it's not so threatening anymore because I know I'm all powerful and I can do something beautiful with this. And I don't have to suffer anymore. Suffering is when you say this shouldn't be this way. They shouldn't act that way. You should change. You should be enlightened. They should. They. There's no they. You are they. Go get the book. I'm going to keep selling this baby. Why? I downloaded. I got downloaded. No, I didn't go into some trance. I just got up at 3 o'clock in the morning for months at a time when I got information and wrote this. You never have to read anything again after this. Bible, Quran, whatever you want. That's fine. The point is that you are everything. And you don't have to question anything anymore. The last chapter is called The Knowing. And that means when you go into that space, you stop asking questions. Because you are everything. You don't have to ask a question. You are that absolute, all-knowing, intelligent being that doesn't have to know anything. I am. I just am that. I am. Nothing else needs explanation or labels or sides or judgment. He without sin cast the first stone. Ye are all gods. These things you shall do and more. It's just as easy to create a castle as a button. Why? Because there's no energy behind it, greater or less. It's all equal. So a castle's just as easy to create as a button. Universes, look around you. It's astounding. Astounding. There are little universes in everything you see. Celebrate this. What are you doing right now? What story are you running in your head that's stopping you from creating that beautiful life and the knowing that says it's exactly the way it should be? And if I don't like it, I can change it. Not him or her, or save me, or if I make money, I'll do this, or if I have the right relationship. Basement. Things will make me happy. Ego, material world, that's density. You got to go past that, and you'll get all those things. But you're not doing it to make you happy. You're already in a state of acceptance and peace, not always peace. Be okay with that too. Quit beating yourself up. We have a transition to make. I'm going to give you a link down in the description for Blue Land. If you saw my video prior to this, I'm working with them. I'm an affiliate, which means if you buy something, I do get paid. I use all their products I have. I've been trying to get them to take me on for over a year because they use no plastic. Everything comes in a package, a pouch. We gotta start cleaning up. You can't live that world over there that destroys and complain about it. Just because you see commercials that tell you what you should buy, we have to make higher choices. We will transition in your lifetime if you choose it. So I've got those products down there and they're amazing. Laundry detergent, dishwasher, body products, toilet bowl cleaner. I was trying to find one that didn't come in plastic. I got it now. I'm finding it. I'm going to share all that with you. Clean up your mind and your body. Come on over. I've got a free masterclass, brand spanking new one. These, start your own business online, get educated, get skills, start doing some things, make a change on this planet. I'm going to give you every possible tool that I can think of that I use myself. Because we have to transition into that world, all right? Those of you who have properties that you want to create communities, you guys, hey, by the way, if you send links or promote anything in your comments, they get nixed. They get flagged as spam, so be careful with that. You don't want to get, banned off of channels. I hope that you will subscribe. We got so much to talk about, so come on over. Please subscribe, please share my videos. People don't sign up for peaceful channels as much as they do the controversy. I'm okay with that. All right? I'm going to keep telling you what you are, and that's whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. We're going to talk more about this in the next video. Namaste.